Let's bum, 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 bum. Ugh. Okay. Pop out chat. Manny Fresh, what's going on? Oh, he's tuning in early. I appreciate you, brother. Just getting all set. Plastic Bag, Ruby, what's going on, guys? Okay, TikTok screen up here. Hello, Manny, what's going on? Everyone tuning in. Good evening, good evening. Chats are open. All right, I think we're set to go. We're all going. What's going on? I'm doing a little better today. A lot of driving today. The pains in my mouth just keep traveling. So my tongue went from both sides to one side. Now it's the front. The other side's healing. It's just like I can't catch a break. My mouth sores. Archery practice. Let's go, Ruby. That's freaking sick. That's actually sick to hear. Let's go. Yeah, no, my son had a field trip today, so I ended up going with him. Take this off. Yeah, I went on the field trip with my son today, so that was definitely fun to do. But I was driving all day, so I think I drove between dropping him off at school, going to the field trip, coming back, picking up my other son, another errand, coming here. I think I drove like 6 hours today. The play was cool, though. For those of you who ever get to visit the Northeast, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, there's a place called Sight and Sound Theater. It's really famous for its like Broadway level like plays and stuff that they do. So it's been it was actually really cool. It was really cool to visit. No, this is just water. No G Fuel today. I'm gonna actually save the G Fuel for later. I'm gonna try to go to the gym later. I didn't get to go to the gym today, so I'm gonna try and go after the stream tonight. And sorry that I started a little bit late. I had to do some reports and accounting work for some people. I actually recorded the investor newsletter too. That's gonna go out end of the week. Dennis has to take a look at it before anyone sees it. And just really quick. Oh. Okay. Mason, yes, we will. We should be. We actually just negotiated out Philly Fan Expo. Wednesday is going well. Behold, everyone, our first page of us slowly building the Pokemon binder. Page 1, PSA 10s. We're up to 6 now. My Beedrill shockingly came back at a 10. So the gift I received, the one, remember, why am I forgetting who bought this for me? Was it Yachty? It was that group of you bought for me at New York. It was that New Jersey con that you guys bought it for me at. Celinda came, Zeke came. I'm forgetting. That trio ended up buying me this card very cheap. Sent it in for grading. Ended up getting PSA 10. So this was gifted to me because like they bought it for like $15, like 10, $15. Because I told them my favorite Pokemon's Beedrill, and I was just like, it actually looks good. So I sent it in, and it became like, of all the 151 and Prismatic Evolution cards I sent, this ended up being the PSA 10. I was like, and for those of you like who heard, they're getting more strict, like very strict with their PSA 10s now, to the point where we received a whole bunch back today. The one was a 9. I understood why it was a 9, but the one that was an 8, I'm like, that looks like a 10. Why did it get an 8? It's just like, oh god. Shit, bro, man, what's up? By the way, we are going to be giving away today. We're going to be giving away a Journey Together booster bundle if we hit 50 subs today. The way to enter is just, if you end up gift subbing, if you end up subbing or gift subbing today, you get an entry into, if we hit 50 subs today, we'll give out one of these guys. Because we've done the other booster bundles before, so I think I have like a few of these extra on top of my regular count, so that's what we're gonna do. ETB is for, just for like drawing eyes. Actually, if I put it here, I think people will see it better. Maybe. Or if I put it for TikTok, it's gotta be like, do I just put it here again? Do I just do this again? terrible balancing. Oh, actually for the Twitch stream, it's right next to it. But Benjamin, how's your Wednesday going? It's been a long day. I definitely we went to my son's field trip today. It was actually the first field trip that I just went with my oldest son. So he was very excited because it was the first field trip that I was coming with him on. And then far away too. So it was just him and I for almost, he went on the bus down there. I drove over an hour and a half to get to him. But on the way back, we drove back together. We watched a production of Noah, Sight and Sound Theater. Really epic. And, he just had a good time. So it was actually like the first, like we've done like errands, like Target runs and just like grocery shopping together. But this was our first, like just him and me doing an event together. And it was actually really cool. I really enjoyed that time with him. So what determines the grading? I'm not a collector, so a little bit of everything. Like a card, there's everything from centering, surface, corners. Like essentially, the card could look perfect to you. You turn it around, if there's even a speck, a little hair, like from them cutting it, right? Pokemon cutting these cards, right? If there's even a speck of a nick or a little imperfection, it prevents it from being a 10. You'll get a 9 easy. You have one of those, it'll be a 9, or even it's up to the grader, they'll just put you on an 8. If the corners, you may not see a white mark, but the corners are not round because the presser or the cutter was default. Won't be a 10. There is a slight scratch on the foil, not a 10. Like, there's any type of wear and tear. Like, it needs to be immaculate to be a 10. And it's just like, ooh. Danny Phantom, what's going on? But it's okay. We essentially sent these out to see what we like. I was hoping for 8, 9, and 10. One of them ended up being a 7, and I was like, "What the heck?" And just looking at it, I was like, "Oh, all right, I get it. I know why it was a 7." I'm like, But yeah, no, it's just been good. No, today was definitely fun. Now I came in a little bit. I came in early, but I started late because I had to get reports out today. So there's actually a couple more that I have to do, but before it got too late, I wanted to start. You heading out good? And as always, guys, I'm in front of the store right now, so people are constantly coming in and out. So I know I didn't get around to making the video that I wanted to as well. That's another thing I thought about. If you guys have any questions regarding the investment process that we're going through, this is our final angel investment round. We're starting to actually, now that we're getting, as my conversations are continuing with the lawyers, it's becoming more and more like, oh, you definitely want to come in now versus later it's the difference between voting and preferred stocks versus common stock. Is what everyone else later on will be buying. So for those of you who are like, oh, can I actually invest for like $1 or like, there'll be minimum amounts, but like, let's say 100 or even like, then that like that, there'll be regular common stock. And so they're not going to be voting shares or anything like that. Everyone that's buying my equity stake right now, they're buying they're my stake. So whatever my shares would have converted to, so for my equity percentage to shares, anyone buying my shares are getting the same conversion. So same protections and same voting rights. Obviously, we need to write it all out. The newsletter on Friday will go over a little bit more in detail the process we're going through right now. But ultimately, do not worry. I can't just pull a Zuckerberg on all of you, and I can't just be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to give myself 9 million shares, and all of you have to, divvy up the million and stuff. I could, but then everyone has to vote on it. Now, if you just sign that over to me, I'm not going to say no. But no, I have to present it to everyone. I know I do not have super majority, so we need 80% of the votes to make sure to go through this. So, there's a whole process to all of it. So, but yeah, no. We're in our last week here, guys. Milk Steak, if you're interested, the information is available on our website, gamersheaven.com. Let me see if I can actually bring that up for everyone here. There we go, full page. Let me give you I can show it to you guys on the TikTok side of things. I always gotta reset it. Okay, this is what the center screen is what my Twitch and YouTube community are seeing and stuff. But you guys are gonna see the home website. So if you go to our website, gamersheaven.com, there's a link there for if you're on mobile, it'll be three lines. But if you're on a desktop, again, there'll be a section for invest. All the information breakdown is there. Oh, I gotta actually say something to my business partner really quick. Hold on a sec.
머릿속에 난 가득 요새만 요새리던 눈바라 난 늘 있거든
사랑한다 그 말이 더 듣고 싶어 혼자서 외치고 되묻던 그대의 미소 눈물을 만지며 말해 그대가 있음에 또 다른 행복의 시작
열등감 망치 들어갈 바엔 그냥 바이바이바이 깜깜한 시선으로 볼 바엔 그냥 바이바이바이 사람들이 말해 부질없는 일에 시간 버리는 놈은 되지 말라고 모두들 내 속해 남이 가진 기쁨을 보고 손가락질하는 모습도 아침보다 밤이 더 어울려 익숙한 패턴 잦은 술자리에 불러도 자꾸 질이 그냥 갇혀 살아나 Happiness은 또 뻔하면 햇빛은 또 도티가 무대 위가 그리워 무대 위가 그리워 정신병이 너무 많아 내 머릿속에 난 가득 요새만 요새리던 눈바라 난 늘 있거든
사랑한다 그 말이 더 듣고 싶어 혼자서 외치고 되묻던 그대의 미소 눈물을 만지며 말해 그대가 있음에 또 다른 행복의 시작 난 너에게 갈게 더 빠르게 뛰는 심장 내 맘이 벅차서 내 생에 가장 소중한 행복한 눈물
난 누군가에겐 정 있고 누군가에겐 용 사계절은 또뭐 그저 기다려진 않봄 누군가에겐 정 있고 누군가에겐 용또 누군가에겐 칭또 누군가에겐 등신 난 누군가에겐 정 있고 누군가에겐 용 사계절은 또뭐 그저 기다려진 않봄 누군가에겐 정 있고 누군가에겐 용또 누군가에겐 칭또 누군가에겐 등신
사랑한다 그 말이 더 듣고 싶어 혼자서 외치고 되묻던 그대의 미소 눈물을 만지며 말해 그대가 있음에 또 다른 행복의 시작
내가 잘성의 목소리에 미안 그 말에 동의할 수가 없네 더 의미 없어 그런 말보다 그런
그대의 미소 눈물을 만지며 말해 그대가 있음에
더 의미 없어
또 다른 행복의 시작
돌아갈 순 없을까 내가 널 사랑하지 않던 대로 우리가 서로 만나기 전 그대로 한 번 더 돌아갈 순 없을까 조금 더 설레지 않아 이제 우린
I don't wanna cry all you had to do is love 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 밤새서 안 오잖아 네가 속였던 사람 말하지 못했잖아 누가 들어뒀잖아 우린 야했고 다했고 뻔했지만 뻔했고 잡생각이 안 들 정도로 우리 뜨거웠던 겨울 두근두근대는 시절도 이제는 언렴풋이 기억나는 꿈 바람 소리와 빗소리뿐 이제는 무덤덤덤 희망을 줬고 사랑을 쏟고 한 살 더 먹고 버시 갈아 쏟고 담배만 뻗고 집안은 묶고 확실한 건 생겼어 영화 같은 사랑은 없단 걸 뚱뚱 뚫고다는 시절도 이제는 어렴풋이 기억나는 꿈 그때로 다시 리원 부풀댔던 대로 리원 이제 오직 한번 필요했게 말했던
돌아갈 순 없을까 내가 널 사랑하지 않던 때로 우리가 처음 만났었던 그날로 한 번도 돌아갈 순 없을까 조금 더 설레지 않아 이제 우린
I don't wanna cry all you gotta do is love 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 love
Oh, I miss you, baby. Oh, I miss you, baby. Oh, 지금이 아니면 그때야 너.
All right, sorry about that, guys. He's one of my longtime business partners. He's been with me since 2016. He's been actually no, yeah, 2016 is when he's been with me. So he's been with me for almost 9 years now. So I just had that conversation with him about like, hey, here's what's going on. He's happy about it. He's like, so wait, he's like, so you're doing the thing that you said you're doing the thing that I thought you were doing in the beginning, but now you're actually doing that instead of the other way. I'm like, yeah, that's what you're doing. Also, do you sell one piece TGB public or for only? We do sell it to the Milksteak. If you are still here, we do sell to the public, but when we get so little, I can't get it out. Yeah, so Jigs, I thought I didn't see that. Like, send me that email. I didn't place the order today, so I'm gonna have to place it tomorrow. So that means it won't come until next week. Actually, the person that ordered the Gundam, the 1HG Gundam, I got an email as well too.
Oh God, make it all spicy, bro. Like, oh God, like, for real.
Let me. Oh my goodness! I just realized I never emailed that one person who bought the one Gundam. I'm a bad. Oh my God! I'm being a poor business owner.
You tried to pick me up also? Is that what I went for? I was like, why am I going for it? I was like, Devon got me. Oh, I'm going
We got some visitors. So we have some fans that came from that followed us on Instagram, and they're truck drivers actually, and they parked at a city that's about 2 hours from us, and they all drove a smaller vehicle to come and visit us here. So they're here hanging out right now. It was that's another reason why I started late too, just to kind of talk to them and welcome into the store and everything too. So
This is the best place ever.
I don't remember. Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't remember that weapon.
Hey, anybody got cash?
I don't have cash.
I don't carry cash. Thanks to high school.
all right, I'm gonna email this person.
Niggas were just in my book bag.
I gotta see if we can still order this Gundam for this guy.
Ah, that's Barbados. Fuck.
Rec, sorry guys, let me just see if we can order this thing for this guy. Oh, okay. I need to email this guy. I'm gonna still send him something though I forgot to ask how do your. Oh, Neff Media, they love it. They're driving my wife nuts because they keep clicking it away. I appreciate that, brother. Sorry guys, I'm doing live customer support right now. I'm gonna send this guy an email to make sure that he's taken care of. Do this.
Well, these trade tags are fired too, bro.
Yeah, that's where I bought mine from. You got Texas flavors. I bought mine.
Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to make sure. Like, you guys know me. If I don't do this now, I'm going to forget, and I don't need to be dealing with any more angry emails in my life. Essentially, the Gundam that this person ordered is no longer available for us to purchase. So that means I need to, number one, remove it from the site, and then add them on one at a time. So I should actually zero out the inventory to keep it simple. Actually, that's what I should do. And then re-add it all one at a time. Actually, that's what I should do. Bulk edit.
Fire though. Well, I got 5 on that really cool spot. Purple is my John though too.
Uh-oh. Oh, I want it. No. It won't let me continue selling when out of stock. God dang it, I can't bulk edit it. I gotta... Alright. I have to go through it one at a time. Oh my god, that's gonna be... Alright. All right, we're not gonna go that way, but...
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is gonna be zeroed out.
If he was more of a dog, he would just be like,
Okay. One more thing. We're almost done. Sorry, guys. I'm failing you guys. Ethan, Scott, what's going on? Sorry, guys. I'm just responding to a customer inquiry. So we're gonna do 32.45 refund. We're still gonna ship this order though. I'm gonna give him something. They no longer. Ready, refunded you your full amount, but on top of that I am sending you a small gift to make up for this mistake. Okay, let me grab that for him really quick. Sorry, guys, be right back.
only seen the bad ones.
All right, sending him this. Oh, Jig, I just got your email. Let's take a look here. HG Gundams were Zaku Ghoul. Well, let's see if they got them. I'm sorry. All right.
Why can't I just step on a job and pay like
The Zakus that they have in stock. So HG Zaku. Zaku Ghoul.
I have Rim. I didn't have Rim. I had the Fire. No.
They do not have the Zaku Ghouls, unfortunately. They have the Zaku 3, which is kind of cool. White Devil version 2. So, yeah, we definitely do not have that. I do not have the 7-Eleven Zaku, unfortunately. And then you're looking for the marked HG Titan. So you want the Mark II. Okay, they do have that. So the Mark II Titans they have.
And I shit you not, I was one of the
Stay on page.
watch that shit.
And you're looking for the Unicorn full Psycho Frame. Unicorn.
Watching it mid-season of the first season.
They had the Banshee Norn
Sorry, baby hero.
and the Phoenix. So which is the gold one. Yeah, no, it's just the Banshee Norn.
As soon as season 2 dropped, I heard it was nuts.
So sorry, Jakes. They only have
I knew.
the white. Wait, the white and blue marked. Wait a second. I think I got the wrong one.
I hyped up season 1. It was,
I think that's the blue one.
I know actually.
Oh no, it's the Titans version. So it's the blue. It's the dark blue one. Unfortunately, they have none of the ones you want, Jigs. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry I failed you. I failed you. I have failed you. I'm sorry. Yeah, they don't have any of those in stock right now. Estimated 5-year ROI. Burt Mac, I'll be flat out honest with you. I do not know. I say that with all the confidence in the world. No, the reason for that is we're going into a major unknown right now. It's because right now we're doing everything we can to reconfigure the business, redesign, get a cohesive. Pretty much like we're taking everything we've done the last 10 years during the failed franchising process, and just kind of also how the market has changed and everything where it's going right now, and then trying to predict what our next move should be. So we're back into startup mode, which is why I'm doing the angel investment side of things. What we're trying to do, what we're trying to execute on, what it could potentially be. I'm not going to put in any type of numbers out there because I can't guarantee you those, nor can I promise anything like that, because at the end of the day, investments are a risk. You can either look at what we're doing and how we're adapting and either have confidence in that we'll grow. And then for you, it's up to you what your exit strategy is. Like, are you hoping that as we convert to a C corporation and we issue all these shares, are you going to hope that all of your share valuation is going to go up, and then when another investor group comes in, they just want to buy you out, or you're just going to wait until we eventually do an IPO or a private offering and then cash out then, or if you're looking for dividends. In terms of profits, I don't estimate us making any type of profits for at least 3 to 5 years, because we're going to be reinvesting everything that we make and get here to not only to grow the company, everything from digital, personnel, inventory, branding, and so forth, and obviously the stores. So it's going to be a long time. Now, the quickest ROIs in terms of in the next few years, that's going to be the store. I mean, the store has been hovering around break even for a while now, but the last few years, franchise, we're renaming it Gamers Heaven Corporation. It's been borrowing against the store for several years now in order to survive, and obviously, we had a major issue with our inventory for the last few years, and then most importantly, paying off all our debts for the last 2 years. So our reports aren't the sexiest in the world, but if you read between the lines, you understand the context. We pretty much performed a miracle in the last few years. Real Grey Tall Geese. Hold on. I believe. Hold on. I believe. Tall. Yes, they have a Real Grey Tall Geese. I shall order 2 of them. Actually, I want to take CTE 2. We shall order 3 of them. At basket, stay on page. What does my basket look like, actually? Hold on, I need to see what the basket is really quick. Now, if you're asking regarding just like my personal feelings, I'd be more than happy to let you know. But there's definitely a lot more involved than that. So, well, that's not good. We're missing something. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, we're missing. Oh, shoot. This is not good. Oh, this isn't good at all. Hasn't even been paid out yet. God, there's always something going on. Sorry, guys. There's always something going on. Yeah, Jace, just wait. I'm gonna have to add that. So I'm gonna be working tomorrow. After my morning errands with my wife, my afternoon task is gonna be zeroing out all the Gundams in the website and then re-adding what we have on hand, because because of my situation with Bandai right now, I need to take away the pre-ordering function. So I'm going to continue adding all the new kits onto the website as we get them. So as of right now, we have a good handful of them on hand. So I got to delete everything and just re-add. But we'll grow that inventory over time. That'll be the biggest thing.
I have a giant magnifying glass that my mom brought.
Gamers Heaven in Michigan would be cool. Yeah.
My hand shakes.
No, I appreciate that, Jakes. Oh, that song just came on. Need You in Massachusetts. You guys have a couple options in Massachusetts, especially in the Boston area. I know you guys do. Unless you don't like those stores and you need me up there. No, the Northeast, in all seriousness, the Northeast is something that, my first thing I got to work on is getting this store fully recovered and set for the future. Once we're all good here, we're all set, everything's doing good, then yeah, I'm going to start looking to, this is why we're doing we're looking to convert into it, to get ready for future growth. It's because we're going to be funding the other stores as we go, obviously. So as we proceed and we continue to grow, we're going to raise funds to open up additional stores, and additional stores. So it's going to be a long process. I will say, building my perfect grade custom kit of the something but love the white and purple. Nice. Something smells really good, and it's making me really hungry right now. Just to let you guys know, reminder for those of you on Twitch, this is today's gift sub goal giveaway. If we happen to raise, if we happen to do 50 gift subs or 50 subs in general, Prime, resubs, gift subs, bam. We will go ahead and do everyone that ends up subbing. We'll get an entry based on the number of subs. At 50, we're giving out one of these away. So whether that's today, tomorrow, I should be streaming Saturday, maybe Sunday. Guys, her Braxton Hicks are getting worse. I'm getting super nervous right now. There's so many things going on right now. It's just, I'm not a king. I am no king. I am definitely not the fallen emperor, but also context, it's a Jigs, I always loved those resin kits from Japan. My favorite one that I saw that I never pretty much had the ability to buy or to put in the time that I wanted to, but I always wanted there was a Zeta Gundam that had a huge bow. It was a Zeta Gundam Archer, and it was just a custom resin kit. I fell in love with that set, and I always wanted it. And I went to Japan, and there was a shop that had it, and I just I wish I could. Oh my God, I don't think I've done an uwu in a while. Uwu? No, it's gonna. I think I'm also set on the name too. By the way, guys, the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning on this name, but Sarah needs to agree as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the name is important because this is gonna be her name for her, until she can legally change it when she's 18. But I love it. So we'll see. We'll see if Sarah has a. You have one. Wait. Hold on. No. Wait. Is it the exact same one? Let me confirm this. Let me actually see if I can find the image of it again. Hold on. Let me see if I can actually find it for you. God, it was so long ago. Hold on. Oh, wait, they actually made a... Oh, Lightning Z Gundam? Well, that's not what I'm talking about, but I didn't know they actually made a kit with it. No, there was a custom kit from, the early 2000s. It was a resin kit from the early 2000s. I don't know if anyone... God, it was so long ago. I'm talking this is over 20 years ago I'm talking about here. 23 years ago. When eBay was the Wild West, essentially. Oh, it's not there. Oh my God. Hold on. Resin Zeta Gundam with bow. Resin conversion kit. No, not that one. No, there's There's like I have the image embedded in my. They say, well, look at what you have done, Jigs. Now I need to find it. The image is forever etched into my memory. Once I find the exact image in the pose, I will have it. I'm not gonna. I don't have the means of buying it, but I'm gonna show it to you, and then you're gonna confirm with me whether or not that's the one you're getting. And if so, I demand you show me the website of where you got it, so I can cry about not being able to order it. No, that's not it. Am I going crazy, or is it a resin conversion kit? Hold on, Zeta Gundam resin conversion kit. I think that's what I'm looking for. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, that looks cool. Andrew, you're getting distracted. Gundams are a wonderful distraction for me. I'll never complain about it. Oh my God, this is gonna... I'm never gonna find it, am I? This is gonna be lost in the internet. This is from like over 20 years ago, so I don't think it actually exists anymore. All right, I give up. I won't be able to find it. All right, you win, Jigs. You'll just have to show it to me on the Discord when you do end up getting it. So now I'm sad. Now I'm sad that I'll never own such a fine. It was in the black. It was in the typical red, blue, and white color scheme. The bow itself was massive, and the pose was distinct. Like it was like a full-blown like anime archery pose with the Zeta. So it was a resin. I believe there was a full resin kit, but no, I think it was a conversion kit for the Zeta Master Grade, and it was beautiful. Like it was on eBay from way back when, so it's probably buried in the Internet Archives by now. I'm never gonna find it. I mean, do they still make the fixed figuration kits? And keep in mind, the bow wasn't just big, it was like ridiculously huge. Like at least twice, or if not 3 times the size of him. Like this thing was massive. I remember back in the day, the most expensive Gundam things you can get were the perfect grades and the fixed figuration figures, especially the first go around with the EX Sentinel figures. Those things were buku dollars, if I remember. They guys still make those. See, now you're making me like, I'm shopping with money I don't have. EX Sentinel Gundam fixed figuration. Oh, they do have it still. Let's go. So Sentinel, the one with the big gun, like it's a deep striker, the deep striker kit. Is that it? Because the fixed figurations were like small, like plastic / metal versions of the Gunpla, but like really like articulative. But they got really complex. They went from like decently priced to ridiculously expensive. No, Lost Moonbear. It's not the Kai. No, it's not. No, it's not Astra. It's Zeta. It is. This was back in 2000 and I want to say 2006. that was the height of Gundam Seed at the time, but we didn't. Back in 2006, we didn't have the Astray Red frames quite yet. Yeah, this is like, I want to say like 2004, 2005 is when I was looking at this, and this was like eBay was still figuring things out. No, it's a kid from. You know what sucks is like the place we went to today with my son's field trip. It was literally what's it called? Let me change the music. No, the place that so I went to this place when I was a kid, and I remember watching the same production that we just watched today. Obviously, it's an older version, but they were like, yeah, we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of this show. And I'm sitting there and I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, when did I see this again? Oh, back when I was a kid, my son's age. I'm celebrating the 30th anniversary of this because I watched it during the first go around of it. And I'm just like I said it out loud, and there was a couple other parents there with me, and they're just like, why'd you have to say it like that? Because they all remember watching it as kids too, because like, if you were in the region, that this theater was very, very well known in the entire Southeast Pennsylvania region. And so a lot of groups ended up going, a lot of camps, and a lot like, so I said it out loud, and they were just like, they're all looking at me and like, oh, way to make us feel old. I'm like, oh my God, I just did it to myself. My God. Regret, nothing but regret. Oh, what am I doing? I could literally just put it in front of the keyboard. Da-da-da-da. There we go. You guys can still see it there. Move it a little bit. I love looking for Easter egg hunts online. Yeah, no, Lost Moonbear. Like I'll put it this way, even with Pokemon, right? Turn away from the nonsense that's happening over here and look towards the other areas. You're like, no, those are blowing up too. Keep looking. There is over 26, 27, and the game came out in 90. Like, so there's like almost 30 years, not 30 years, but almost 30 years of Pokemon history for you to go back to. There's going to be stuff that you can get affordably right now. The scalpers cannot buy all of it. Okay, the scalpers cannot speculate all of it. We don't have billionaires manipulating the Pokemon market. If that was the case, that is very sad. Even more sad than what's going on now. But either way, like that's not the case. And so a bunch of the other collectors that I follow, like PokeRob, they're encouraging people, like, go look elsewhere. The thing is, like, a lot of them actually hesitate to talk about a certain product or card because they don't want people to get wind of it and start mass buying. Instead, go back and look. For me, like, it's Beedrill, right? Beedrill and Mewtwo are my dogs. And so I'm just like looking back. Like, for example, I picked up 3 armored Mewtwo's for less than $20. I was just like, oh, these look cool. And then I showed one of my customers today, and he was like, yo, these are like over $100 each. I'm like, what? I bought them for $20 on TCG Player. Like just literally just like 2 months ago. Like, everything is going crazy. So this is like, take a look around. Oh, so apparently somebody was asking about Pokemon cards, and I found a stack at the store I was checking out for the games and stuff, and apparently they were all gone by the end of the day. Oh, it's bad. Lost Moonbear. It doesn't release until Friday. All my packs are accounted for. I only got 6 boxes. All the packs are accounted for. I haven't even sold anything yet. Just literally divvying it up between my players and for prize support. There's not even enough for them. So it's like, oh God. What packs are even? I'll put it this way: Eternal Cots. None of it's worth buying right now, and none of it's worth the headache. If you're happening to walk by the card rack and there's some product there, if it interests you, if you're just like looking to buy a seal to hold on to or just to open for fun, I buy it so I can open with my kids because I can't get my own product. There's not enough of it. Like I don't get enough. So for me, like I don't actively follow these people, but like I just like every time we go to Target, it's like, oh, is there anything? Oh well. Oh, is there Walmart? Is there anything? Oh well. It's so that my boys can open up packs. That's purely it. If you're looking to get specific cards, it's literally cheaper. Like for those of you who are like, I want the Prismatic Master set, it will be cheaper for you to buy it all at once. Like literally buy someone's master set than it is for you to try to open it on your own. It will just be cheaper. There's literally no rhyme and reason to this other than the thing that confuses me, like journeying together right now. So you're willing to pay $260 for the extreme rare chance you'll open up a $300 card. There's a few cards that are worth over $200, Andrew. Listen, I know. And then there's a throng of other rare foils and all that other stuff that you could also open in that slot too. So, I appreciate that, Eternal Cats. No, thank you. No, ultimately, like everyone's gonna like you do what you think is best. Personally, I don't think it's not worth the headache. It's not worth the cost. If you want to get into it right now, though, because of FOMO, or you just like, well, I don't want to stop my hobby just because of these scalpers, so there's got to be a way for me to collect. Get away from the recent stuff and look back at what they're not focusing on, right? Like focus on the other areas of the hobby that they're not doing. I've been focusing on passively, whatever packs I can get, just passively from Target or Walmart, and then I buy my own stuff too. It's like, okay, like I don't buy it all. So even the last few, I didn't buy the first release of Surging Sparks or Prismatic. I took care of my customers. It wasn't until like the third restock of like 151s. Surging Sparks. I got like one booster bundle for my kids. Obviously, my Twitch community has been spoiling my children as well too, because they've just been like, give it to your kids, and they've opened up fire. A couple of you did literal. Like, by the way, I literally thought when people were bringing up to me last year, like, oh, the rip and ship streamers are popping off like crazy right now, and first thing that came into my mind, because rip and ship or rip and flip has been around for a while, but we literally ripped it. That's what I thought was going on. Oh, they're cutting packs is still a thing. So that's what was all going through my mind right now. Aster. But either way, no, that's what I thought was going on. But obviously, no, it's not the way it's happening. But they're playing. By the way, if you're hearing that noise right now, there's Beyblade going on right now on the other side. Oh yeah, the Beyblade meetups tonight. Third week of Beyblade meetups, guys. It's been going strong. But three of my Twitch community members, one being a mutual of mine, decide to cut several packs that they won, so it's theirs, and ultimately they do what they want with the prize pack that they won. I do not alter. I do not change it. I think we did 6 total packs like that where we literally cut it. 2 of them were drilled through. And the 151 pack, I think the rarest card that was destroyed was a illustration rare Poliwag. Sorry, Poliwhirl. It was a Poliwhirl. Where it was worth like $20-$30, and we drilled a hole through it. I have a cutout of my friend's VTuber model in my basement. So for those of you who like are new here, it's Lloyd's fault. It's literally, well, that's his name, by the way. Ironically, it's Lloyd's fault. But on his standee, I have the card attached to the needle that he holds, so it's forever ingrained. I actually still need to upload that video. I was in pain. That video that hurt me to my soul, but I did it. Still have my full set of Beyblades. I was off by having, oh my gosh, literally his fault. That is correct. Gosh. By the way, for those of you wondering, so with the 6 boxes that we have, 6 booster boxes, we got 10 ETBs. 2 of them were purchased by my employees. I do promise them boxes, MSRP. The rest of the 8 are going to go out to my Thursday night customers, and then whatever Thursday night customers get first dibs, which are my Thursday Pokemon weeklies. And then whatever's available Friday, it'll be $49.99. It'll be $49.99, and then if they cut open, if they want it sealed, I'm charging $120. So if they want it sealed, which, by the way, they're not going to make it to Friday. I don't even. So booster packs wise, I have 6 boxes. 2 booster boxes we're setting aside for prize support, so that the weeklies we're at least covered for a couple weeks, so that they get, the players that come in have product support. The rest of the rims will be available as like for the winners and stuff too. And then the 4 boxes while remaining over, we're making mini booster bundles out of them by splitting them into packs of 6. So each box will be able to take care of 6 people. So essentially, I'll be able to sell to a total of 24 people. Will be able to buy 6 packs at $4.99 a pack, essentially. So yeah, so it's essentially a booster bundle for $30. Oh my, so crazy to think about. And then so that way. And then we have more players than that, so that's where the ETBs will come into play, and we'll let people split the ETBs and whatnot. Damn. So loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if the mic picks that up. It's so loud. I mean, Toasty, it's the only thing I can do. I literally, I was trying to shoot a skit yesterday. I may do it tonight before I leave. I may end up staying a little bit late today. I'll figure it out, because I want to shoot a skit where I want to recreate the interaction I had 2 days ago. Literally, or yesterday. Sorry, it was actually yesterday. Person comes in, they're like, "Hey, did you get your product in?" I was like, "We only got like 6 boxes in, 10 ETBs. We barely got anything." And before I even finished, he was like, "Would you be willing to sell to another business?" And I was like, "Well, I typically would, but we don't have enough for our players right now, so we're taking care of them." And he was like, "Well, I run a streaming channel where I sell product and stuff. Would you be interested in selling to me and splitting the profits?" And I'm like, "Oh, are you a Rip and Ship channel?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm one of those." He was like, he started off as like, "Oh, I've been a fan of your store. I've been following you. I want to do what I can to support you guys." And like he did the whole butter up thing. Like, if I do this, I can say that we got it from you, and we're just bringing awareness out there, creating entertainment, creating engagement, and then you guys will end up making more money off the boxes and packs. And I was like, "Well, I appreciate that, but we already set the product aside for our weekly players on Thursday." For prize support and to sell the packs to them too. And then he kept going. Then after a few rebuttals, his attitude switched, because he was like, "Wait a second, aren't you trying to raise money right now? Aren't you struggling? Like, are you saying no to an extra $500-600? Like, are you being like, no wonder you're a failure of a business and you're sucking right now." I was like, "No, first off, like, yeah, it'd be nice to have the extra $500-$600, but it's not worth to me screwing over my weekly player base that's been coming out week by week, buying food, buying beverages, buying other things in the store, supporting us week in and week out. Also, by the way, coming in to our store for the past several years with a growing customer base and taking care of us during the down Pokemon markets, right? Like for me, I was like I'm prioritizing my long-term customer relationships with them. And by the way, no, that extra $500 is not going to cover the rent in this store. He's like, there's no way. Like, you're ignoring everything else we do. Like, the cards were literally a small section of our display case, and we have the rest of the store. We have he ignored everything and just went on with the insults. And he was just like, he just went on with it, and he was so mad that I would not get, because he was able to get boxes from other stores. He was listing off the store names too. He's just like, aren't you? He's like, aren't you? Like, are you like? So you're gonna let this store beat you? Like, they're the one. They gave me a couple boxes and stuff. I'm like, good on them. You know, I was like, good for them. Like, they're doing what they need to do. I don't need to scout these cards. My business. My bottom line comes from everything else in the store, not the cards. And he couldn't comprehend it. And it was just like this, like, unnecessary back and forth. And he just left with insults. And I'm just like, all right, how do I make this a 60-second skit video? So I've been figuring that out right now. Because, like, it was bad. It was so bad. I was just like, but this is where we are. This is where we are right now with this. And this is like, God, you know what? You know, like, has it crossed my mind? Of course it has. Like, I would be lying to you guys if it didn't cross my mind to charge more for the packs, charge more for the ETB, go with market rate, because we went through several years of liquidating Pokemon because we would get it in and would have to sell below MSRP just to move it because it wouldn't move. Like, you know, we would sell to our weekly player base, and the extra product that we ordered to maintain our relationship with our distributor would end up sitting there. So we had to discount it or get rid of it at convention shows and whatnot, right? And so for me, like, you know, obviously, yeah, it would, like, it, you know, like, every dollar counts in this, but then I don't like to do practices that will not only harm, but it's also a loss of opportunity. Because you know how much, like, you can't quantify exactly how much it'd be worth. So if one of, like, of the 6 boxes I choose to keep for my players in the store, one of them ends up opening the Clefairy, the big epic hit from the set, right? That's not only going to create a memory for them, but everyone around them, that they actually had the opportunity to pull that card, and they did it here. You can't quantify that benefit, because from there, they're going to then rely on us, look towards us anytime we get new products and stuff. So that consistent business. For those of you that think that this is going to continue, ladies and gentlemen, there's not an infinite cash available to keep this going, unless a billionaire decides to step in and keep the scalping market funded. Like, it's eventually going to correct itself. It may not. It may not. Just like what happened with, you know, everyone from the COVID. They're like, oh, this is just a temporary rise in prices. They'll come back down. They never came down. Companies were too greedy. They were making too much money. Yeah. No, Planet Kitties, like, I wasn't just gonna take it either, though. Like, I think when I didn't yell at him or anything. I just asked him, like, I was like, dude, please leave. I don't know what you're doing here, but please leave. Or you're clearly here with bad intentions. Please leave. Then he was just like, I hope you fail. You know, that's why I like to shop at these other stores. I just came in. I just wanted to see how desperate you were. I was like, all right, get out of here, dude. Like, I was just like, man, you just kept going at it. It's just like, it's also sad on the other stores, and, you know, people who just, like, don't get what we're doing here, and they like to just see, they pretty much see what they want to see. Whatever videos I make, whatever stream topics I talk about, they'll cherry pick the information and just make their own. Oh no, roach eating. I already do a lot. I actually need to just, what I'm working on is solidifying all the revenue sources and that streams that we already have. I don't have the capacity to add on a full-blown repair business like that. If anything, I would either sublease or do a revenue share, like commission, with anyone that does those services, and I would commission that out. So I'm actually going to be starting a PSA grading service here as well too, because I've done like 7 submissions now on my own. I'm like, okay, I can do this. Apparently there's people out there who, number one, don't want to pay for the individual prices. They want to see if they can get in bulk. 2, the supplies and the process is a headache for them. So it's like, I'm already doing it. I know how to do it pretty quickly. I can offer up my services. I'm like, do people actually pay for this? I'm like, oh, there's a reason why these people are going to places like GameStop and such to do all this, because they don't want to deal with it. I'm like, okay, I get it. Yeah. One thing about Monster, you let it sit too long, the flavor just... That's why I enjoy the tea more. Oh, Rose Summer. Rose Summer. What's going on, first time chat? Thank you for coming to the stream. Yeah, I just like, by the way, they're not the only ones. I've had other rip and shippers come in and ask, but like, I've had my fair share of like negative Nancy's and aggressive ones, and I've had people who were very, you know, they were very respectful about it. They're like, oh, I can definitely respect that. Just doing what I can do, and they leave, right? But this one was just like, they came in with bad intentions, right? You don't just come in. At the end of the day, you came in asking me for a favor, and because I didn't give it to you, you acted like a complete child. It's like, okay, keep working with those stores. You know what? And you know what? I hope all the best for you. I don't wish ill will towards anyone, but it was just like that. It was just like it was like the other stream the other day, like a couple days ago, when the TikTok stream was actually blowing up and my trolls came in there, and I was just like, man, like I had to keep smiling. I couldn't. I didn't want to flip out because they also busted out their phone just in case like I did something. I was just like, you were just trying to like, they were just like, they came in as bad players. But the way I see it though too is, you know, it's all but confirmed that stores are doing this. Stores are literally giving their packs to these rip and shippers to flip for more profit. But they're getting so mad that they can't get the product on their own that it's just like, I'm sorry for being ethical. Your business should be the one running Vegas. Oh no, Cobra. Obviously I will definitely be, I'm doing my best to try to fully recover from the failed franchise process. It's been a long 2 years. Finish rebuilding the home store, reconfiguring everything, reconfiguring and growing our operations again, so I can try to expand once more later on. Getting death threats. I would like getting death threats over cards is definitely not. I'm not shocked at that. Like, I've been getting death threats for the last few years running this business, especially when the franchising side didn't work out and I started doing investments. Like right now, it's the most interesting one where I'm getting people who are like, I'm gonna report you to ICE. Like that's like the most like, I'm like, all right, dude. I'm like, okay, I really don't need to listen to you. But like in the past, like people have named my children in names, so like that's why I don't really make content anymore with my kids. Not that I did. I wasn't one of those parent channels that the videos highlight the children, but like I was mostly business videos, and I did a little bit of like when I was home and I made a silly video with my kids. I would upload that just for fun, just to kind of like, show the family side of what I'm doing. And then the day that happened, now I will still post a video of time to time that has my kids in it. My vlogs, my kids are in there because I do record from home, but they will never be a highlight on my videos. If they want to get into streaming and content creation, I'm going to be on them like a hawk. But I'm gonna wait until they're older. I absolutely, especially you see right now some of these parents and what's happened to some of these kid YouTube stars. It's just a bloody mess. And I'm like, I don't want to subject my kids to that. No. They get to inherit this. That's more than enough for them. I have been to Vegas before, only once. I've driven through 3 times. But I visited once for I did a small Player One. We did a pop-up event with Express Skins and a couple other people. I got invited to come out because I was just on my way back home from my West Coast tour. Got to see my first show in Vegas and got to experience Vegas heat. That was fun. But yeah, no, I also visited the Game Nest. I'm mutuals with them as well too, and pretty much I thought about when we eventually go out there, I would most likely end up partnering with them to do to try and make our own anime gaming district in Vegas and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool. What is my least favorite arc in One Piece? That's a great question. What's an arc that I would tend to skip because I really didn't enjoy it too much? I'm forgetting his name, but the Fox Pirates. Remember the boxing one? I could have done without that. Yeah. Everything up through Logtown I liked. Everything post Logtown, Alabasta I liked. Yeah, the one with the I forget his name. I don't know why I forget. Literally, it was probably one of my most least favorite arcs. When he was up against those pirates, then everything after Sky PS fire, everything else is fire. But in terms of least, that's probably my least. With over where do you get 97% humidity, Lord Anima? Oh, Pensacola. Yeah, no, Lord Vader, you called it. Florida, Pensacola around summertime. I do not. I will admit this. If I were to choose between humidity hot or dry desert heat, I'll take dry desert heat. One is suffering and the other one you could adapt to. When it's humid, whether the sun is up or down, you're sweating and suffering. Desert heat, by day, it's like my one vlog when I was in Arizona. I got out of the truck and my soul left my body. Now there are times where even in the desert, the heat persists at night too, depending on where you're at. But Vegas, Houston, Texas, Oklahoma. There's parts of the country in the desert where at night it was a nice temperature. I remember I was driving through Utah and it went from I got stranded in Death Valley because my my truck trailer, my car trailer that I was hauling on the truck, the tire blew out and I had to pull over. But I pulled over in an area that had no cell service, and I got stranded for like 10 hours before I was able to get help and get out of there. But I literally drove, like, after finally moving from the bottom part of the desert, driving up through Salt Lake. It was like cold and windy. I was just like, what happened here? Now, I think someone told me it was like elevation too, so I was like, okay. But I prefer cool weather. Maybe Canada is a viable option. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe Canada. There is not one in Florida yet. I apologize. I'm still working on solidifying our space here right now. So eventually I would love to get down there. I have a lot of fans in Orlando. So, you know, we have a large community that's been waiting for me to come down in the Orlando region. So something that we're going to work towards. Angel investment, it's like founding stock. So when you're investing into a company during the startup phase or in the early stages of the business, pretty much like angel is like a lot of meanings and stuff too, but it's like the most riskiest investment that you can take. So for example, like if you were starting a business and your mom or dad or your parents gave you like a blank, not a blank check, but they gave you like money to invest into the business, they're angel investors because they invested in you before you are true, like in terms of like before you got really things going, you finalized numbers, your formal business, and now you're working on formal investments and stuff. Like it's very early stages, riskiest investments that you can do. But those typically have the highest yield. The more risk, the more yield you can potentially get. It's the law of gambling and the law of investments. The lowest risks have the lowest gains, but at the end of the day, investments are investments. No bet is no bet. No investment is ever really safe. Like if you ever go to the casino and people are like, oh, you'll always win on this. Don't listen to them. Run away and never look back. If I do get, what do I get if I invest? What's the benefits? You have ownership of the company. In terms of like, for those, like, so anytime that I get asked that question, it's either when you invest into a company, that should not be your question. You don't get benefits for being an investor of a company. You usually get it if you're like a high-level investor or owner, one of the main owners and stuff. But your benefit is if the company does well, you make profit on your investment. That is your benefit on there. Now, I also understand too, there are companies like AMC who got bailed out by the small investors, so they did small things for them right now. I'm not at that level right now, but eventually I would like to get there. But the biggest thing is, well, I used another example before, but I no longer like to use them. But ultimately, like if you invested into a tech company, you either invest into tech itself, like you just want to be a consumer, or you invest into the company that's developing the tech because you believe in the, you want to have financial gains. You want to own the future value of that company, right? Now, everyone will say, oh, the right answer should be investing in the company for the long run, make your money and stuff. But people are fecal creatures and they want to enjoy that stuff now, right? So there's like a certain electric car company that when they came out, if you had, even at the current valuation, okay, and you guys know who I'm talking about, no need to write them. But at the end of the day, though, it's like, there were a lot of people who spent over $100,000 buying their first car when they could have invested that money into getting shares of the company. When they first went IPO, it was around $20, $30 a share. Even at the current value right now, it's a hell of a multiplier, right? 10x with the stock split, so even more than that. So you got to imagine, like, it's easy to sit here and say, well, those were the dumb people. They walked out on money. The people who got to enjoy the vehicle, enjoy the technology itself, in the beginning will say, I'm using it now. What if the company ends up failing? At least I got this out of it or whatnot. I'm part of the revolution. There's no right or wrong answer. Everyone will spend their money the way they think it's best. Everyone will risk their money in their own way. I'll put it this way, it's wrong for you to judge what other people do with their money. Because they did, like, you can say where they went right or wrong, but it's also like ultimately, like, actually no, that's a wrong statement to make, because people do make some like evil decisions and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when it comes to investing, like, I don't criticize for people investing into whatever, right? Like, it's wrong of me, as much as I want to say it, like, it's wrong of me to judge people who who lost billions of dollars collectively into the crypto and NFT markets and stuff like that. And oh my God, Lethal Curse, what are you doing? Sorry guys, this is what's going on Twitch right now. Lethal Curse with the 10 gift subs, let's go. Just so you guys know, to reiterate, thank you so much. We hit 50 subs today. Our One Journey Together booster bundle, I think I'm gonna set 2 of these aside, will be given out today. We will rip and ship it for, but those of you who have who have either subbed or gift subbed will be the ones to get it, so that they will be entered in there. So far we're up to 10. Thank you so much, Lethal, for getting it started tonight. Rip and oh my goodness. No, we're not doing any of that. Tear. No, thank you for doing that, Rain. Always appreciate you. What should you tell someone who wants to open up their own card shop? Don't. No, depends on where you are. I actually really don't like that question because it's too broad, right? It's sort of like asking someone. Let me do like more of a fun question for you. So, it's like asking someone, what should you tell someone who wants to start watching anime? What should they watch? Like, I'm using this as a metaphor comparison. It's not just one answer. There's so much more involved with the tips that I would get, because it would be irresponsible for me to not ask those questions, because depending on where you are, there's different ways to start going about it, right? And I'm not about to be here to give just like free advice and stuff here, but general advice I'd like to give is, number one, you got to do your research. Like, so the basic advice I always give is you got to do your research, you got to save, you gotta what is your it factor? All right, because like, given the market right now, given the oversaturation of streamers, rip and shippers, shops that are opening and closing left and right, prices are being up, like, what's going to make you different from all of them? That's a rhetorical question for you to answer for yourself. You need to have that. What are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to sacrifice? Who's your support network? There's so many questions to ask about it. But the biggest thing is going to be, my thing is going to be why. Right? Why do you want to open up your card shop? No need to answer me that there. But based on your why, should tell you. If your answer is, I just want to make money, open up an online store. Don't bother opening up a store. Don't. You're going to be wasting money. You're putting yourself at a major risk. And it's a much different route to go. But you really have to build up. You really have to build up a large. Sorry, I'm about to really just give it away, but there's so much to do. You have to build a following. You can't just open up and expect to just make money overnight, because where are you going to get the product from? Well, I'll just open up a distribution account. Listen, I'm a store of over 10 years, and my allocations are getting cut because there's so many new accounts right now. What makes you think you're going to get enough product to cover the expenses of your store? Again, rhetorical questions. Give you perspective. just to operate, I have a 7,000 square foot store. My base costs, meaning I do nothing. Utilities, professional services and fees, like everything. I have a kitchen facility too, and then rent is $20,000 a month. So once you calculate that, how much Pokemon do you need to sell per month just to justify, just to make profit on that? Right now, obviously, no, you're not going to open up a 7,000 square foot store right off the bat. You should start off small, but you need to factor that. So if you're like, okay, I need to sell $20,000 worth of Pokemon to cover my monthly expenses and my income, and I can only order 1,000, 2,000 a month, where are you going to get the other revenue from? And start filling in the blank. So you need to start asking these questions, and and do your research on that. And then if there are areas that, especially with brick and mortar, if there's any area where you cannot address and account for, don't start. There's a reason why over 99% of businesses fail within their first several years, and not many ever make it to year 10. Boom. Crabs. Let me look at this here. Hold on a sec. Are you streaming from the store? Yeah, I'm at the store right now, so don't worry. During post-COVID. Okay. Hold on a sec. True online is much easier. No POS, no shopkeeper. Yeah, no, it's just you can do it from your house. That's where a lot of the people start. Do you make profit? No need for numbers, of course, but just curious. If you don't want to answer, no be. Oh, no, I'll answer that. No. Yes and no. My journey is a little bit different. 10 years of constantly reinvesting. I'll put it this way. The way by the way, thank you for all the gift donations on TikTok, guys. The way I started 10 years ago, I started with less than 10% of my actual budget, right? But the market was different back then. And so I had the ability for every dollar I made, I put back into the business. Every loan I got, back into the business. Every new investment I got, micro investment, went back into the business. Credit card went back into the business. And I kept reinvesting to grow it to where I needed it to get to. So every year has always been a loss because I kept putting the money back in while taking more and more debt. But the only reason why I kept going was I kept falling forward. I've had my ups and downs. I've had my failures. I've had my successes. Even in those lost years, though, I kept growing as a business and company. That's the only reason why I kept getting offered more of these special finance loans. I couldn't get an SBA loan or a long-term loan, but special finance loans, which were equally my savior and also my destroyer, were the only reasons why I was able to keep pursuing forward and keep expanding the operations and stuff. 21 was definitely the closest we got to. We actually made profit 21, actually. 2021, we made profit on the store, especially. Everyone was cash heavy. We got major investors in, so the franchise side was taking care of itself. But 22 to 23, everything kind of went awry. Franchise operations was failing. Writing was on the wall, and it was like year-over-year losses. We got to the point where we were in seven-figure debt, and I had to cease that. And so 22 was a major loss because I still had to pay for my team. I had to pay for all the expenditures that we had for the franchising side of the business, the marketing efforts that we did, inventory that we purchased. It became a big mess. 2 years ago, I was actually about to quit. So that's where I was as a company at the time. We set. Have a good night, buddy.
I want it to be known. I already told Darius. I'm calling dibs on one of the Cabbage Man deck boxes we're getting. I'm calling fucking dibs. And if I don't get one, there will be hell to pay.
Okay. You'll get the Cabbage Man. Crab's on stick. I hope you're still here. Otherwise, I'm just speaking to the wind. But no, the last 2 years, I'm facing down 1.3 million in debt. I'm like, the store is struggling because, we had all this inventory for all these stores, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, holy crap, what am I gonna do? But 23 was stopping the bleeding in terms of like cutting people off, cutting things off, cut. And by the end of 2023, we were like, do we just declare bankruptcy? Do we keep going? And after long discussions with my team and my wife, like that's why like that year was bad because payroll was massive and everything too. After long discussions with my current partners, my investors, my wife, my family, and then ultimately fans too. I had some rough. Those 6 months of live streams were terrible, just because like I was getting attacked left and right. But even with that, we proceeded forward, and it was a long year and a half into recovery. But so I will say this: last year we didn't make a profit, but we also paid off $800,000 of debt. So take that however you will. Crabs on stick. Does that make sense? Like, we didn't make money the last 2 years, but we also paid off $800,000 of debt. By the end of the year, we had no new inventory. So yes, revenues fell because everything we were selling, we were putting towards the debt payments. We weren't really restocking anything new. So like we got our typical like Magic and Pokemon releases and One Piece releases. We did that, and the general supplies and food, but no new major things. By the time Christmas rolled around, this place was like bare. The only thing major we had was our Magic cards, but that was really it. And it was just bad. And so, but yeah, that's kind of where we were. But what I really am really proud of my team from last year was 24 compared to 23. Still losses, right? But we went from my bookkeeper like, Andrew, to being like this January when we're going over the numbers, she's like, good job. I was like, what? What do you want to know? I was like, wait, why are you yelling at me? You guys did good last year. I'm like, but we lost money. Well, yeah, you did, but not as much. And you paid off a lot of the loans. Good job. And I'm like, I'm looking at my business partner listening to her. I'm like, Amy, why isn't she yelling at us? Like, it doesn't feel like that, right? No, that's what it is. Carry on, like crabs on stick. It's between the store operations, the online, the community support. I'm not going to sit here and ignore it. Yes, we had major community support. Twitch was a lifesaver for us starting to stream. We got connected with our core fans, our core customer base through the sales, mystery box sales, selling off whatever we had left, Ichiban Kuji, lifetime members, and yes, and the new investors that came on throughout last year. It was a major feat because it not only. And we're almost done. Like, this is why this is the final angel investment round. It's because we have 2 more months of payments left and we're done. Everything else is long-term debt. We paid off all the short-term distributor loans, everything. Crabs on Stick, just to let you know, we went from paying $30,000 a month last year in debt payments to $10,000 a month in January. And after June 1st, we're going to be down to $2,000 a month, which is amazing as a business. It literally we went through a living hell. There was one investor who looked at the numbers. We get the year-end reports. They reached out and asked about hey, why does your payroll look so low for everything that you do compared to 23? Why was your payroll so much lower? Because in 23, I had a full team of 18 people, full-time staff. I made sure to pay all of them. That's why we went to so much more debt, because I wanted to take care of my staff. Obviously reduced. People had to leave. We got down to a core. By the way, that's why why we have been stressed, why we've been spread thin, is because we're down to like 6 people. And so like we need help, but we reduced, pretty much the core members that were owner operators. We pretty much worked on no paychecks. We took what we need when we needed it, but we got support from our families and our friends to really help us through this time. And then we made sure to prioritize paying our part-timers. Unfortunately, throughout this entire process, we lost more employees throughout it, more partners that unfortunately, they had life come in. So they like, I was never angry with any of them. Like, we were put in a shitty situation. And so the fights and disagreements that anything I had with my former employees, like, I don't hold any ill will because of the situation we were in. I appreciate them sticking through as long as they did. And that's why they got employee stock options. So when we solidify the C corporation and all that stuff, they're going to get shares. All of them are going to, because they still helped us through that time. And so, that's kind of what it is. And for us here now, it's, we all stuck through this so we can pay this stuff off, so that finally we're not looking at, like, we can finally focus on paying us. Like, now, I'm also kind of worried that person never responded to my email back. So I was like, all right, not going to respond to that, are we? But like, when people come on here, like, the troll comments, and they're like, he never takes responsibility. He's always just begging for handouts and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. Like, sorry that you're seeing me for the first time in 2 years after my last negative viral video. But like, I've been focusing on a lot, all my videos have been focused on progressing, all the positive stuff, the changes we're making, the sponsors we got. So many good things have happened, but they ignore all that. But I took ownership the last 2 years. Like, I did. If I did it, I would have quit 2 years ago, and everyone's investment would be zero, including my family, which has the majority of the remaining debt. That's a long term. I would have been the biggest loser if I quit. And the rebuttal to that comment was, that's not a flex. They were like, that's not a flex to not quit. Once that person said that, the argument was done. It was just like, this is a bad faith argument to have. There wasn't even a conversation at that point. So it's just like, they've never been in a position like, I was. They've never been. So it's just like, there's no need to continue. Yeah, the debt is reduced, like, significantly. God. That's the thing. Like a lot of people come in, they're always just like, so what went back? What went wrong? And like, can we focus on like what's like actually happening? I've said, like, I won't shy away from those questions though. I'll own it. Like, I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you. If you're going to invest into someone at like, especially during this time, this risky time in our history right now in our country, and we just got out of a really bad cycle in our business, like, so why should you invest into us? So like, ask those questions. Make sure you have all the information you need to make that decision. So, Torre, did you get my email back to you? I actually just gave the newsletter to Dennis and the video to review everything, but right now it's just high level. Nothing set in stone. I'm literally in the conversations with them now. I go over it in the video, but the Torre and everyone else, just the most important thing is this. The conversion to the C corporation thing is to make sure everyone's in there correctly, everyone's taken care of, we're ready for the future. And a lot of people were worried about, like, so are we going to be like common stock? Like, are we going to be like, what's going to happen to us? What's our protections? I'm like, you guys bought my shares. This is why the angel investment thing is important. My equity share is important, because whatever mine convert to, yours convert to. Does that make sense, everybody? That's what I'm going to make sure of. That's my thank you to you guys. You guys are getting we're on the same level in that regard. You guys took that risk. You put that faith in me over this past year and a half. You get those benefits, period. So with that said, this is the last week or two for you to put that in. These are like, you guys will know in the video, but this next week or two is the most crucial time for us, because I don't know when my daughter's going to come out. So I'm trying to figure things out right now. Bevanox, you let me know if you want to convert. I will let you, because at the end of the day, like, remember, Corp owns Cafe, so you let me know. Like, and that goes for Jink, that goes for Twilight. Let me know, guys. Like, You guys will end up getting a shit ton of shares. Like, because what's nice about this is it's a great reset in terms of our everything else. So there's gonna be a lot of work. It's gonna be at least 2 to 3 months of work ahead. But we'll see. Any chance? Oh, hold on a second. There was 2 questions. There was 2 questions before you. Hold on. VidFreak would love to have one of your stores expand to Orange County, California. So for those of you who are asking about the location, so Washington, Michigan, it is my intention to try to expand again. Obviously, we tried franchising a few years ago, failed miserably. A lot of betrayal, PTSD, emotionally scarred, really bad place. Spent the last 2 years recovering, paying off our debts, and now focusing on rebuilding our efforts. And if anything, it was a blessing in disguise because we learned so many things during that entire time of what to do, what not to do. But also, the market is in the current stage of changing, like greatly. It's not changed, it is evolving every year right now. So what was working before isn't going to work in the future unless we evolve it ourselves too. And so that is what I'm working on right now. No, I do not have all the answers. I don't have a crystal ball what's going to be exactly happening in the next few years, but I can take my industry knowledge, my experience in the last 10 years, and where ultimately my end goal is still very valid. Of trying to bring Akihabara to America, the micro apartments, you know, the capsule hotels, Japanese gardens, everything I want to do, that's still a valid goal to have. That's what's needed. But I can't do that right now. So what is my next step to get closer to that in the current marketplace? And that's what, so pretty much like this last round of investments is to wrap up everything from the previous efforts. Start the renovations, but most importantly, the priority is to get that architect in to do the redesign, color palettes, 3D renders, budgeting, blueprints, like get everything approved by, like pretty much get everything done so that we can literally, as soon as the next round of investment starts, we're literally going buying the material and starting construction. That's what I would like to do. But the next round will be common stock sales. It won't be mine. But that's what we're going to be doing. And yeah, Orlando, Apple Picker, don't worry, Orlando. Me and my wife are huge Disney fans. So we want to be down there. Also, my goddaughter's down there. So I want to go visit her as much as I can. We have a lot of close friends down there as well, too. So we want to go visit. So Orlando, you have a special place. I'm sorry, rest of the country. If I had to choose one location to open up tomorrow, Orlando, because it just gives me an excuse to go down to Disney World and Epic Universe anytime. So you bet your ass I will get an annual pass if that happens. I can dream. I'm allowed to have fun. All right. Sacrifice 10 years of my life to do this. I'm allowed to have some fun here from time to time. Okay. Don't judge me. Oh, Jumble with the sub. Let's go. Oh, Crab on in the Netherlands. Let's go. Well, better get some sleep, brother. I appreciate you coming into the stream. Keep up with me. Honestly, Twitch. TikTok, it doesn't really do a good job of pushing my videos out to everyone. Instagram does a better job of keeping up to date with my posts. Twitch will give you a direct notification when I stream, especially if you join our Discord. YouTube as well. So any of those other platforms. TikTok is, I have literally people here who haven't seen me for 2 to 4 years because they don't push my videos anymore. So there you go there. Is there one set up in Ohio? Not yet. I'm still far from that. I got to finish the recovery process of rebuilding of this store. But once I'm ready, yes, I'm hoping as early as next year, we're now looking down the barrel of opening up our other stores again. So working towards that. Hot question, Andrew. I have 2 Gundams in a cart right now, which is the high grade White Devil and the Zaku, Red Zaku 2. Well, let me take a look. I literally have an order made up with my distributor, so. Product search. Bandai. In stock. The White Devil. Wow, that could be taken out of context very badly. I do not have that one, but the Zaku 2, I believe, there are several versions of it. High grade, right? High grade Zaku 2. I can order Char's Zaku 2, the red one. I can order the Zaku 3 armored. I can order the Shin Matsunga Zaku 2. So it's like a bluish silver one. Char's, and then Char's, the other variants of Char's Zaku 2. Those are the only ones I can order. White Devil's not available though. Already followed on Twitch, so good to know. Is one of the few that didn't get your vids for years. Oh, Crapstick, I appreciate it. Well, you being the Netherlands, that's definitely probably even more of a reason why you didn't get it. But have a good day, brother. Have you played Assassin's Creed Shadows? I did. I have not. Sea-Duck. There's a myriad of games I have not been able to play. And if I did have time to play games right now, I need to beat Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I've been playing that since last year, 209 hours in, and I still haven't beat it yet. And so there's that there. We're looking to raise a minimum 50,000 right now to wrap up this angel round investment. And then we're going to be doing another round later, which is going to be a Regulation A plus round, which is our next seed round funding for the construction and expansion side of the business. So that's later on. But right now we're wrapped. This is our final angel round where you're getting my equity shares. So when we eventually convert, they will be my voting shares and stuff as well too. So there's a different class of shares essentially. This is the last time. It's wrapping up at the end of this week. So that's it there. And then moving on. When will the new shops be ready, or are they in the works? So, Millennial Baby, not until next year. At the earliest. I'm spending the rest of this year finalizing our recovery efforts, rebuild process, redoing our entire process and everything. Make sure you guys are make sure you guys are looking at all the information on our website. So for those of you on TikTok, this is our Twitch screen, gamersheaven.com. Hit the 3 bars. If you're on mobile, desktop, the link is right on top there. Invest. There's our disclosure page. It's a high-level overview, and ultimately there's a regulation CF page. This is our previous round. You go there. It's our history, further breakdowns. You get pretty much a better picture of the company. I encourage you to read everything, watch everything, do your research, and then I'm going to be streaming literally every day through this weekend to just answer as many questions as possible, and then we are then going to be closing it up. So that's it. And then we go from there. So with that said, and I'm here now too. So if you happen to watch all that and come back, I'm here to answer that. So do I take the RX-72? Hold on a sec. RX-72 Revive, the HG, right? You're talking about. Oh snap! Look at your star-studded cuss.
Well, that one's yours.
No, did you just borrow them? Honor system. Are you talking about this? The new base HG? They don't put the White Devil on. It's just the RX-72. So this. There's a yes there, but I don't know when you put that yes there. So put yes in again if you meant this. Okay, cool. So this is the I have this on hand. I have the Gizok. So I would have to order the Zaku too if you still want that one. If you just want to order this straight up, you can as well too. I can ship that out with. I'll be processing orders tomorrow to get everything out. So there's that. So you can let me know on that one. So I do have that one. So we're down to our last 2. I actually got to order another case of those because those sold out really quick. Everyone's been buying the starter cut, the starter nippers, and then that as their first kits. You guys saw Angora made it. So hold on. So the Zaku 2 Chars, right? The red one. You okay with that one? That's the one. I will order it if that's the one you're talking about. Oh, I gotta order the Talkies too. So. Yeah, okay, all right, cool. How much do they have on stock? They have, oh, they have a lot. So I shall order 5, 6, 5. I shall order 5 of them. And the RX 72, RX 78, not 72. No, RX 72 is probably a prototype somewhere. Oh no, they're out, but they have GPO 3. Get a couple GPO 3s. I'll get 2 of them. Are they out of the RX 78 base? They cannot be out of that. Hold on a second. Are they out of it? Oh my God, they're sold out of the RX 78 high grade. I can't even restock it. What? Delivo, thank you for the notice. Wow, I can't even order. I can't order. That's wild. I can get the mega size. That's way too expensive. All right, all right. Oh, there's oh, this is the kit I actually wanted. There's entry grades. This is the one I actually wanted to pick up. This is like literally the kit that they do what's it called? The Gunpla Blitzkrieg. So when Bandai does the build program, that's what they do here. So I might just want to pick up a bunch of those. Pick up 10 just to be. I don't have an unlimited budget here, but real grade RX-72. All right, that's a basket. All right, this basket's out of control. I can't. I gotta reduce this thing like crazy. Move. All right. Perfect grade, RX-72. 1. Okay, that number is a little bit better to swallow. 1. 4, 2, 0, 0. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just I'm updating my order quantities online. That's a little bit more palpable. Okay. Really? All right. Let me go back up here. Oh, first time chat. Anime Viking, welcome. Do you know if the Hatsune Miku Zaku 2 will be? Oh, great question. Actually, I can look that up if that's up for pre-order. Just announced. Hold on a second. I haven't really been able to do any pre-orders just because of everything that's been going on. There's a lot of new stuff coming in. I'm gonna have to double check later. So unfortunately, I can't really answer that now. There's a lot of pre-order stuff. So I know they announced it, but not as of right now. As of right now, but you can ask me later. I'm gonna have to go through this. Probably the earliest I will know will be next week. So I do apologize on that one. August 27th. Oh, that's the date. Oh, okay. Ashura Soul, long time no see, brother. Well, good seeing you, man. Let's go. Welcome back. Oh, you guys are asking questions. I want the Gundam Seed versus Astray Red Frame Kai. Oh, it's so good. That PG is, looks so good there. How much is the RX-72 Master Grade? Curious, looking to get one soon. That one is, oh my goodness. Oh, that's on our website. That should be on our website. I literally should have that on the website. You all. Product type, master grade. $54.99. I'm assuming you mean tall geese because it probably auto corrected. It auto corrected. In terms of like what they have on stock right now, they only have the real grade endless waltz version. So it's the white one, not Tall Geese 3, but it's just the Mark 1 essentially. Really quick here. Is the kitchen cafe aspect of your business seriously making enough to keep that? Davey Wavy, if you are still here, if you are you asking him regarding in terms of skepticism? Like, are you like, is it? So I'll put it this way: there's two ways you're asking it. You're either being like, there's no way you're making enough money from that kitchen to actually justify having that, or is it actually a viable thing that you've added to the company? Like, there's two. Like, I don't know what. Like, this is why I hate text. I don't know what way people are asking those questions. So. But either way that you're asking, yes. I'm not sure if you're still here, but yes. It is more than paid for itself. We're at the point now where, we can more than justify, like pretty much we're doubling down on having to renovate the kitchen space, build the barista station out because it has the potential to make 5 to 6x the amount it's doing right now. It does that. I can literally, I'll put it this way. If the food side of the business made double what it's making right now, I could sell 0 Pokemon, 0 Magic the Gathering, 0 One Piece for the rest of this business's life cycle. That's how much we're making on the food side. If I just double what I'm doing my food. But my goal right now with the barista station up, redoing the cafe space, significantly increased in capacity of our kitchen just by retrofitting it all. We have the ability to, because we're only, my God, like we're barely servicing a quarter of the day. Like we're not even doing, like we're not at anywhere close to what the potential that could be. And so, for me right now, it's going to be, it's more than justified. More than justified to double down on the food side of the business and keep going on that. It's funny when people, I've had other shops laugh. They're like, during COVID, we added the grocery store because we were like, we're shut down. We can't open. We've always wanted to add more Asian food and snacks to the store anyway. So we converted half the store to a little mini mart. And I had every other business and store laugh at the fact that we did that. Making $40,000, $50,000 a month. Okay. When we're closed. Okay, laugh at it. A boba tea, right? It was like, why would you add boba to your menu? That's an extra 10, 15 grand a month. Okay. Like, laugh at that. Okay. It's just like, okay, I didn't have to and the cost to profit margin on that, okay. Food is definitely the most, the biggest profit margin you'll make. I will take $500,000 in food sales over $1 million in product retail sales. Jigs, it's gonna be hit or miss. Like I consider boba like I enjoy it. If I have a chance to drink it, I'll drink it. But it's like froyo to me, where it's like I can live without it too. Like I won't die. I won't die if I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like there's that there. So all right, I'm assuming the person who asked, yeah, okay. People ask questions, they don't stick around for the answer. Oh, go easy. Oh, go easy if you're still here. We're located in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Okay. Reminder, guys, we are currently 39 subs away from unlocking the Journey Together booster bundle for the giveaway tonight. So far, 11 entries. Predominantly, like 90%. Predominantly, what's it called? It's lethal, but we got started there. L Wash, if I didn't like the business, I wouldn't have done this for 10 years. I'll put it this way. If I did, I would have quit 2 years ago when the franchise thing didn't work out. I love what I do. I love this community. I love what I'm trying to build. I don't love the process I've gone through, and I don't love the backstabbing I experienced, the betrayals, and obviously, the realities of running a business. But the love for what I'm doing, what I'm building, what I'm representing, and my community outweighs all that. So I hope that answers your question. Are you ever gonna beat Rebirth, Queenie? I pretty much given up. Like I don't think I'll ever have a moment to really sit down and enjoy playing it. With all my responsibilities right now, and with my daughter coming out next month, and the business kicking into high gear, the renovations we're going to start doing next month, the legal work that I'm going to be doing next month for the entity change, and everything that's going to be going on. Like, it's just, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat it anytime soon. And I'm actually fearing that they're going to release a trailer for part 3 before I beat the game. And I'm going to have everything spoiled. I still don't know what happens at the end. I've seen thumbnails of aspects of the ending that I'm like, oh, wait a second, but that looks user generated. Wait, that's not real. Like these images contradict themselves. I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know how it ends still. I don't know how Nibelheim goes. I don't know how the Temple of the Ancients go. I don't know how the second go around the Gold Saucer go. I just know that there is a kiss scene that was spoiled to me, but I don't know anything still. See, Nocturne Moonlight, I'm over 13 months into the game, 210 hours, and I still haven't beaten it yet. I live a sad life. All my friends get to game. All my friends get to focus on entertainment, variety, and gaming, and I gotta run a business. I want to play games too. I want to enjoy video games. I'm only on chapter 11 after 210 hours. Ashura Soul. By the way, Ashura Soul, there's going to be a newsletter going out at the end of the week. We are converting. We are officially making the move to change over to a C corporation. So everyone that invested in the last year or so will be receiving shares instead of the percentages. So there'll be direct conversions, but it's just going to solidify everything. And just letting you know, so this week, technically next week, it's the last 2 weeks to invest with my shares, to buy my shares. And I'm telling everyone, we're still working out the details. The newsletter is going to go out, going over more. We're still working with the lawyers, but essentially, no matter what happens, though, the shares you guys bought for me, because it's your angel investments, my equity stake, whatever my shares convert to, yours convert to. Not pulling a Zuckerberg here like a Facebook movie thing. We are equals. I'm just going to have more, obviously, but here we go. which just letting you and everyone know, which he chose closely. Delevo, yeah, this will be the last chance because everything going forward will be a continuation of like the Regulation A plus round, or if we're able to make it where we can set growth shares, it'll be common stock. So yeah, preferred stock and common stock. This will be common stock I'll be selling, which aren't voting rights or anything equal to what the preferred stock shares. So that will be it. This will be the last time that I'm going to make this available because I do need to change everything up. Because we're going to be redesigning. We're going to be working with the architect that's designing the Bay Area store. So the cafe will be fully designed. Everything's going to be completely redone. Emerald City. Oh yeah, I can tell you that. That's no problem. Yeah, but no, it's because what we're going to do is with the architect, redesign, budget, blueprints, color scheme, 3D renders, permits, everything. We're going to get everything set so that once we're ready, we're presenting that and trying to get a construction loan or a construction investment, and then we're just going to go for it. Like pretty much we want to be in a position by May or June where we're just build. And do that. And also too, like obviously, like I'm sure like these next 2 weeks are crucial because I don't know what my schedule is going to be like next month with the birth of my daughter and everything else going on. So we'll find out. Thanks for the heads up. I'll keep an eye for the email. No problem, man. That's what it should be going out Friday. Just let you know. But obviously, if there's any other questions, you let me know. You have my email. Message me. You have my phone number too. So just text me. Let me look at Emerald City. Oh my God. Emerald City, can you give me your can you just give me your most recent your recent order number, because I go to one, it's going to bring up everything. So if you can just give me your most recent order number, that'll just be the easiest way for me to do this. Appreciate you. Queenie, the due date is April 19th, but she's having severe Braxton Hicks right now. Like she's been having it all month, but it's been getting really bad this week. AKA, she's getting ready. And so like, I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. No, I'm personally set on the name, but me and Sarah both agreed we're gonna wait until she's born to see what we're both feeling at the time. Yachty, please remind me. Was it you, Celinda, and Zeke that got me my Beedrill card at that New Jersey show? I'm trying to remember. You guys were the ones that got me that card, right? That Beedrill full art card. Trying to remember. Like one of y'all got that for me. Once you're able to respond, that is. Capper, Celinda, and Zeke. Okay. If that trio is here, let me know. I have a surprise for you guys because I got it graded and it came back, and I'm very happy with it. You're getting the show now. I'm so proud of it. Hold on, focus. Camera focus. Dun, 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 10. Ironically, all the new cards we opened were 7, 8, 9s. The old one was a 10. Let's go. Just wanted to thank them. So when they come by, just if you guys can remind me here. Let me calculate out Emerald City. I need to post it with a notepad. Post it with a notepad. Post it with a notepad. Assure us all. Just put 1K if you could. It keeps. Just put 1K. 1K. It keeps flagging it. Just put 1K. I'm just like, well, I guess it keeps flagging it. All right, let's see this. I hate when pens don't work. Dig, dig, diggity, dig. All right. Emerald and Cafe 7. So Cafe 7, you have half a percentage. For Gamers Heaven Corporation. So we're going to do a name change too. So no, because we're no longer franchising. So we're going to just go ahead and make everything Gamers Heaven Corporation finally. So we're going to do that. So for corporation, you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. You currently have 0.2, so it's 0.2, 0.2 percentage. I also told Bevinox and a couple of the others, if you wanted to convert your Cafe 7 shares into the parent company, since we're doing the share route with the C Corporation, you can go ahead and transfer over the other batch, and that would be equivalent to 5 of those. So that would make it 0.25 if you just combined everything that you have. So you just let me know what you want to do, but that'll be, so it'd be 0.2 percentage, multiplied by the, so whatever shares we make the preferred stock, that's what percentage you'll receive of that. And then we'll have, so just, we're going to work out all the multipliers and stuff too. So just keep that in mind. So we'll get that. Yachty, it's rough right now. She could give birth any moment now, so we're figuring everything out right now because her Braxton Hicks are getting worse. No, I can respect that, Emerald City. No worries. I appreciate you considering. You've done more than enough. Like that was quite the streak from early in the year and then the second half of the year. So no, we're in that final stretch, folks. What kind of sucks is like some of the conversations I had in December and January. Unfortunately, like we followed up on them this month because they said they'll follow up with me in the spring, and unfortunately, like the market is completely like he couldn't have waited to do all of this stuff until the end of the year because we probably would have been okay right now, but no. It's my one political statement. I would have been okay with them all taking credit of doing nothing. They could have just said, "Look how good we're doing now," and do nothing. And I would have been, you know what, whatever. Take the credit. Just do nothing. Like I would have been okay with that. Like I would have, like in hindsight, right now, I'm just like, okay, we can just go back 2 months. Just do nothing. Just take credit for everything else that's happening. Like, just, you know what I mean? Just like, it's okay. We're moving on. Wait, is Zeke here? Zeke! It came back. Right? Let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Yachty. Let me update you guys on Rhode Island Anime Con. We're still going. It's still happening. But unfortunately, I'm going to yell at them. Not in anger, but I'm just going to yell at them. How dare they push it up 2 weeks? Because it's now the first weekend of June, which is Thursday is my kids' like school year-end school graduation ceremonies and stuff, right? So we got to go to that. And then Friday's our last day of school. It's a half day, thankfully. My original plan was to come up Wednesday afternoon, get settled in, grab dinner, maybe watch a movie, get settled into the hotel. Thursday, take them around the city, go check out the mall, go to level 99, and have a day with the family, get to meet the convention staff, settle in. And then Friday, you know, the ladies and my wife can watch the boys and, you know, my daughter, take care of them. We'll go ahead and set up the booth. It should be easier setup this year. Friday was going to be that. Friday night, we all grab dinner, go to bed early. Saturday morning, it's convention time. That was the original plan. Now I need to rely on the forces to gather and trust them to go up Thursday night, set up Friday, and hopefully we can drive up Friday night or Friday afternoon and get there by Friday evening at a reasonable time without, you know, avoiding New York and, oh God. I'm going to be driving through Connecticut during rush hour, and I hate my... For those of you who live in Connecticut, I love you. But I hate your state at all hours of the day, but especially rush hour. Because y'all... Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. But sorry. In all honesty, what I'm looking to probably do is because we're coming so late, what I'll do is we'll do like a post-con hangout. So I'll probably look to leave Tuesday. So we'll wrap up the convention on Sunday, load everything up, go to bed, and then spend Monday with the team. So Zeke, we kind of did this last year. Zeke, we kind of did this a little bit last year, but we left Monday, like we rushed out of there. I'd rather this time around, we actually stay Monday. We can hang out in the city, go to the mall, just hang out as a group, spend some time together, grab dinner, and then Tuesday morning we can all head out. Like check out the hotel, then we can leave. That's kind of what I'm thinking. At the same time, too, I gotta be careful. My daughter's only gonna be. She's barely gonna be. She'll be barely 2 months old, so I'm not sure if it's even safe for us to take her out like that. Right, Ashura? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh my God. Are they done grading my other batch yet? Hold on. I'm in like the boys, Blastoise and Venusaur. I've been like waiting to see just what. Oh, it's gonna come back too late. Damn it. Estimate April 16th. Damn it. Okay.
I started playing it. I love playing it. It's clean. It's nice. Everybody's nice there.
Hold on a sec, guys.
I don't even need to read his ability, but it's just like what's his ability? It's annoying. I love it.
Sorry. What is this? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. No, Zeke. I only got the ones that were like. So this one, it looked good. So between a 9 or 10, it would have been worth buku dollars. So the extra piece of the 10 is worth almost 150 right now. So it's like, let's go. It's expensive to grade, but I'm actually looking into enough people have been coming to me about, hey, would you consider doing grading services in the store, like GameStop is and stuff. I'm like, I never thought about that, but like I've gotten the process down now, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can consider doing it. And so what I'm looking at is if I sign up for pretty much the pretty much being like a bulk provider, I essentially have the ability to grade even some of my personal collection and stuff too. So I might look into it, but not everything is always worth grading. So like, but that's like, for me, it's like, if people are willing to pay for it, then, I'll do it. But it's just like, all right. Okay. I can't believe this ended up being 10. When it came back, I'm like, oh my God. No, it's just like a nice, like now that I've done it, I made a couple mistakes with the first couple batches. But I ended up working it out. I have the supplies for it now. So, and like people are like, hey, would you do this for me? I'm like, you can just do it yourself. It's really easy. They're like, yeah, but like, I don't, they're like pretty much like between the pricing, because if I can do the bulk pricing, that's good for them. Because then if they only have like 1 or 2 cards they want to do, They'd rather pay like the same price as they would if they did a regular submission, but get the premium benefits with it. But on top of that, we're handling the packaging, the shipping, and everything for them, and so the supplies are all done by us. So they would prefer that. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, why not? You know, Shadow. You have a few things. I know you got at least one thing that you want to get graded. I at least know of one card you might want to do. But we're getting there, folks. We started with nothing. We have 6 PSA 10s. Oh, sorry, we have 6 10s. Couple 7, 8, 9s. 4, 5s, and 6s. We're getting there. We're getting there. What? Tell me if you get to what things? How rare? I mean, depends on what kind of foiling. Like, just like every anime card game now, there's like a million different foiling options. For those of you that just joined, reminder, we're doing a sub goal today of 50. If we have to hit it, Journey Together booster bundle shall go out to one lucky winner. It didn't fall. It just fell on my lap. So it's still here. That's all. Alrighty. I think we're good here and there. All right, chat. I've been going nonstop for 2.5 hours. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. Go get some fresh. But I also want to see. Okay. All right, BRB. Do. I wonder how many of you are on Ringo's stream right now. Try to scare them. I have some new unlocked powers for Ringo now. All right, I'll be right back.
Emblem Battle.
For the first time in the US, Mythical Arcade is finally here. The game is simple. Go play with the Naruto emblem. Place your emblem on the snap pad. I can change the emblem to your battle. Enjoy the world of Naruto even more with the arcade game. Naruto emblem battle.
All right. Sorry guys. I actually I gotta read out. I am so sorry. I have an emergency I gotta deal with right now. I completely dropped the ball on this one today, so I gotta send you guys. I'm so sorry for suddenly ending. I need to take care of this issue right now, though. So, why isn't that working? Oh, jeez. So, if you guys can go ahead and give Hunter some support, he's playing Sly Cooper right now. So, if you guys want to check it out, encourage him with the streaming side of things and everything. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I've received a new. We'll discuss this tomorrow, guys. I apologize. I gotta take care of this.